Chessable, the definitive solution for studying chess. Choose from one of the largest online chess libraries in the world, with hundreds of titles ranging from classic books through to our exclusive Chessable courses.
Welcome to the new Chess24 playing experience. Play in light mode or dark mode. Choose from a range of time controls or create a custom game, and get paired with players from around the world fast. Enjoy a polished playing experience while making moves on a fresh, responsive board to claim your victories. Train and improve with over 80,000 puzzles. And that's not all. Download now and discover what more you can enjoy in our brand new app.
Hello everyone. Today I have an honor to play against yours truly in the Banter Blitz on Chess24. It's been quite some time since the last time I did it, so hopefully, hopefully I will play good chess and there will be a lot of fun. So I've been challenged by one very important person, and I think I should start with her. So I'm happy to be white, and I play e4, which is a set in this by test. Okay, the Sicilian. D6. Let me play this variation. I think it's called Moscow, actually. Okay, 97. Very ambitious setup for black. Not trading any pieces. And the C4 stuff is kind of new. I happen to play it quite a lot recently. So with relatively good score. So yeah, I mean, basically the idea is to play like very slowly. I mean, d3, let's c3, castle h3, bishop e3, and so on, without anything really going on. It's just about not trading pieces and playing a long game. I assume d4 is also a move, something similar to what Magnus did against Wojtaszek in the World Cup, but I'm not sure it's actually the position. And bishop a4 was, I mean, I played bishop a4, so that there is no knight b6. Bishop is trapped. Now after knight b6, I assume I will just retreat somewhere. All right, so far so good. Now it's a bit tricky moment because I should choose some plan. I guess a3 b4 is kind of very typical in such scenario. Let me first play rook c1 and only then do this. Also, I have to like recon with d5, which is very annoying, I think. Yeah, actually, I very much dislike d5, so we just play bishop f4. Okay, knight d5 is very natural, of course, but I think I'm sort of happy to get this pawn structure. Like, it's of course very okay for black, but also I'm like potentially aiming for this a3 b4, and black is don't want to stay stuck, but might be difficult to find a plan. Yeah, indeed, this is very, very slow position. Just aiming to either win with tortures, or just flag the opponents. Actually, I think a3 before is kind of the only plan in the position. Like, I don't think f4 ever works for white. It's a rook b1. Even if I get to play the before move I've been talking so much about, I still don't know what's the follow-up. Let's start with b4 straight away. We'll get c1. Let me play b4. No, b5 is natural, I guess. But then, okay, I think I'm sort of forced to play c5. Okay, I managed to keep this, I mean, pawn on c5. Then I should be better, but Of course, black is aiming to play a5, but now I mean it's also also trigger. I mean I like my knight before. That was due to time pressure, I assume. Yeah, so yeah, you're welcome. So yeah, very tense first game. I mean, first games are most of the time very difficult for me. Okay, let me check. Okay, so this opponent was one of the first to challenge me. It's C4. Okay, D5 is of course aiming to get the green part until D4, G6. White has many choices instead of D4. You can play various setups like English like, but of course, even bishop D3. I think bishop E2 and bishop D2 are my moves. I'm not really sure why bishop E2 is be preferred to bishop D3. I guess that after C5, DC, knight A6 might be some idea. Okay, but here after E takes D4, it's basically typical position with isolated pawn, usually with color reverse. It's called Tarosh. In general, if the side playing against the Isolani gets to, I mean, have this shot to bishop on G7 or G2 respectively, then it's considered to be one of the best setups in this Isolani. Okay, knight A5 is too natural to be played, I think. I can take on B3 whenever I want. But I guess I won't do it straight away. Okay, only now it could be 6. And suddenly I don't know also defend the pawn B3. Like obviously you like can't really play Queen C2. I mean you can allow bishop takes the3 that easily. But even I mean if it wasn't for bishop takes the3, then bishop f5 also. I mean it's the pawn B3. So apparently after rook AC1, I think the pawn was busted. Now it's very nice for me. The control of the d5 and extra pawn to all. Okay, rook c5 is good. The thing is, I don't even remember what's the time control in this game. Maybe it's 3+2 or 3+0. But right now I'm ahead of time, so it's a bit concern to me. And now at the very least, I get the d-file. So now basically my aim is to trade everything and win the pure opponent game. It feels like, I mean, somehow I was hoping to win some of these pawns on d4 or p4, but I don't think it's possible, to be honest. Not just f6, king f7. So we're approaching. I'm a bit reluctant to play queen c6 now. I mean, I assume it's completely winning, but no need to play like this. Actually, I don't see. I mean, queen c8 is kind of annoying. Maybe this trade is indeed the easiest way to win. I mean, I'm pawn up, more active, and all of his pawns are on dark squares, so of course it's trigger win for me. Okay, nice game. 3+0. Now I do know what is the time control. Oh, fine. That's kind of surprising. Okay, d6, so it's like very, very classical Dutch. Maybe pawn. I think it's very rarely seen these days. But also, I don't think I have played this like very, very ambitiously. I would love to have this d5 move one day, so that's why I'm playing in b3, which is indeed kind of strange move to play. I don't think black like ever wants to take on d5 voluntarily, but on the other hand, there might be some issues after he takes e6 with the pawn of e7. I guess like d8 is the move here, because this pawn structure is by I mean, the rule of thumb says that it's better for white because this is 7 points per number weakness, and it's very easy actually to attack. Very easy to attack it, and this one is coming. Knight g4 is not a threat because I have knight f3 response. Answering to the question, I don't really play any gambits. Like I prefer to accept the gambits rather than sacrifice myself pawns. I think I very rarely like sacrifice pawns in the opening. I just don't like doing it. Actually, sort of forgot that h3 is hanging, but yeah, but I don't think it's. I don't think I'm going. I'm going to checkmate it. Just maybe trade everything. It was my first instinct, so still there is some rook f6 followed by rook h6. A bit scary, but I guess it should be very good for me. To rook g8, there is rook g7, also knight g5, followed by knight f7. That's good, but rook takes g7, I think. Yeah, I think it's winning. Because the idea is, if he plays rook h6, for instance, just to take on g8 and queen c8 check, knight g5, and winning the queen all of a sudden. Okay, rook takes f2 doesn't change anything. Unless there is some checkmate, but I'm really looking for it. All right, GG. Maybe free. Played this variation against Eric Gaisi not very long ago. I got very nice position at the opening. I mean, virtually winning, but I tried to convert. I think I played g4. It was this very moment, so I'm going to repeat it. Actually, I can play g5 straight away. Okay, let's do it. Pity that after rook takes h1, there is no g takes f6 because of rook f1, but still it looks very good for me. Let me play queen h7, which is sort of forcing queen f8, yeah. Actually, I made the room for the knight in the e7 square now is free, so I'm not so sure about this queen h7 anymore. It's pretty simple chess. Let's develop. Control the open file. Still, it's slight edge for me, I think. Two bishops and a bit more space. Now I think not really. I mean, a little bit improving moves, but not really changing anything. I'm really tempted to go to play c5 and f4 later on, just to like block the position and potentially iron for b4 b5 in the long run. But the thing is, knight g3 would be then an issue. And also, that's why I play e3. Actually, I didn't want to black to have an option to play bishop a5 or bishop b4. Potentially chop off this knight in c3. Okay, let me play this c5. Yeah, now it's kind of important. I think there is no bishop a5. I mean, it's parried by b4. Well, f6 makes sense, of course, trying to, I mean, has some active play. I don't really want to all of g5 here at any time. Now the question is, okay, let me play this before. Maybe some preparatory move like bishop d3 would be good as well, but I just think black wants to play either g5 straight away, but I don't think it's working, or knight h7 first, for instance, and okay, now I can play bishop d3. I mean, this b5 is of course not winning, but it's like very annoying for him. And also have the luxury of like that I might play it, but it's not forced in any way. Now my king on a2 is also sort of loose. That's why I'm trying to bring it up, which might look strange, but I would assume that king a3 is even safer. Not on the one diagonal with the queen on 7. That would be fine. Okay, now there is queen e7, so my king ain't that good. And then bishop b6 move. Okay. Oh, it's very, very complicated. There is no time. So let me set the position fire. And I'm winning the rook by accident. Bishop d8, bishop takes a5 would be a move. Okay, so that was a nice game actually, and I don't think I was better. I mean, most of the time I just wasn't, I think. Okay, so now 3+0. Yeah, pre-move knight f6, but yeah, before was like the response I didn't like. Yeah, but I don't think he should have allowed that before, to be honest. Because earlier on he could have just retreated with his bishop, because there would be after knight c4 there would have been queen a4 check. But now, I mean, once I castle, it's not the case anymore. So I should be totally fine with 2 bishops. But it's not that. I mean, I'm better. My knight on b6 is kind of bad. Also, I don't think I want to allow bishop h6. I mean, to trade that good bishops. And knight d7, for example, is the move I would initially love to play, but then after knight g3, my bishop is sort of trapped, which is annoying. Okay, but now at least I'm maybe actually bishop c8. Right, looks weird, but I want to have the d7 square for the knight. Also, this h5 move now seems very questionable. Okay, now it doesn't because I got to play h4, h3. But with the pawn on h5, like playing e5, f5 is, for example, more difficult because the g6 and pawn will be vulnerable. Well, okay, I know I think I'm in common. This king is a bit loose. Yes, the games are chosen randomly. He takes or bishop takes. Okay, maybe bishop. It's after knight e4, there is queen b6. And if I want, I can always play e5. Yeah, maybe now I do want actually to do it. Well, two bishops should be clearly superior in that position, in that sort of position, like semi-open, but also knights like don't have any squares outposts. Okay, now bishop g5 I think is winning the exchange. So after knight f4 there is d takes e5, winning the knight, so he has to retreat with the queen, but then it was taking on c1. I mean, I even don't have to, but I'm much realistic set, so in general activity like might be gone one day. Material usually is not, so it's a big difference. What are the best ways to improve chess as advanced player? That's difficult question actually. No, I think in general I believe that. By the way, I just won the second exchange in this game. I think that like playing, I mean, regular playing is the most important thing. Practice makes perfect, as they say, and you like have to know what are your weaknesses, what are your strengths, and then work on your weaknesses, I guess. Of course, openings are very important, but it's also very easy to. Why there is no checkmate? Okay, maybe g5, g5, queen d2, queen f6. It's very good for me. Oh, actually, no, I thought after knight f3, queen takes c3 wins the game. Because after the queen takes c3, there is rook e2 checkmate, and after rook takes c3, rook f1, but unfortunately after queen takes c5, there is rook takes c1. It's kind of yeah, very bad. Okay, I can just play. I mean, everything wins because of g4 something. Yeah, so it's very easy to like. I mean, spend very much time in the openings. Also, it's the thing is, I mean, one thing is analyzing the openings. The second thing is memorizing them. Like, I don't know, for me, like memorizing the lines is like, I mean, that is the job I like dislike most, I think, in chess. But you have to do it. Of course, you have to remember your stuff. And there always will be some time. I mean, some cases when you don't remember exactly, and you have to improvise. But yeah, there are players who like spend hours daily just memorizing everything. I don't do it usually, like at least not hours per day. But as I said, it's very important. And also you have to, do tactics a lot, of course. Look in some theoretical endgames, like also, I mean, memorize them and And yeah, and also you have to practice because it's like, I mean, it's very annoying, for example, when you get to when you have to defend like some I don't know, for example, Rumen game, theoretically drawn, but on very long time. It's like maybe not embarrassing, but very, very bad, and very annoying and very sad when you actually spoil. I mean, not cringe it. So like you do basically everything, but maybe in a bit different proportions in comparison to, let's say, beginner level. Okay, by the way, there's Catalan, and I'm playing like kind of randomly and senselessly at the same time because like H6 doesn't make like much sense, and those with A5 movies. But the very least, I mean, the position isn't symmetrical anymore, and um, and that's a good thing when you want to win in general. Bombard the position as much as you can. Now I can take on C4. I'm not sure I want to do it. Maybe I do actually. Because after bishop takes b7, there was c takes b3 move. And now I think trading, maybe not. Actually, I would love to have an LPM here because let's play this between because like I have the better pawn structure. And it might be said that I'm sort of pawn up at the moment, or half pawn up, some people consider, because those pawns only 3-5, like I mean, not much of a use in the moment, and most likely will be not in the game. Okay, so basically I'm trading everything. Although after rook takes d2, I'm okay. Maybe I will bring the king first, and only then consider rook b8. I can play a4. It's very natural to me, trying to provoke him to place his pawn on dark squares. But I still think that before is kind of the only move for him. Explained it. Now there is some choice. Actually, I mean, a3, knight takes a3, and I don't know what to do. So there is also knight b5 move. The knight e6 is b5, and it's kind of very difficult to attack this pawn. So that's why I played knight b7, which looks kind of weird, but also it's like I mean it's neutral. Okay, I don't like bishop a3, but now I have to be alert not to lose some time. So less talking and faster playing is what I need. Play c5. Maybe c4. I mean, this pawn c4 is so nice. But the very least he's got to play like bishop c1 and a3, and it's like maybe I had something better. Most probably I did. Oh, king c2 and knight c3 it's not that great. I mean, I'm total control, but not that great in terms of winning. But h3 is a weakening move, I think. Okay, let me remove bishop e1 and hope he won't play knight d3. I think I'm going to pack him. I mean, also win positionally, but oh, my blunder knight too. Yeah, not very glorious way to convert this edge, but uh, basically everything works. The result is positive. Okay, I like this nickname Harigiri. And play knight d3. Okay, so king's Indian. Okay, it's I'm not sure what's the name of this. Is it All Indian? In Polish, I think it's called All Indian. Um, H3. It's very solid opening for black, of course. And okay, now this h6. Yeah, I just wanted to say that after, I mean, by playing h3, I have made a hook, and this h6 g5 idea is very typical, basically in many openings, also Philidor, which is kind of similar. The only difference being the pawn c4, I think. But also didn't expect my opponent to play this way, to be honest. Maybe knight g4 is interesting. Because in general, in this kind of I mean, King's Indian, Old Indian, whatever positions, White who in general wants to trade, let's put bishops. So if he takes on g4, I recapture the bishop, and basically the trade is more or less forced in the long run. And after h5, the idea is to play knight h6 and knight f5. Like the f5 square is of course very yummy square after the knight. It's also not that. I mean, he's going to checkmate me because after g4 I can always play h4 and block the game. And I mean, once he's starting with h4, then right, I don't know, even f3, right, potentially stopping his play altogether. Yeah, but now I wonder if because I think he wants to take on f5, and yeah, it's the usual question what to do. Maybe I will play c5, trying to open the game. Better developed, so it seems very logical to do it. Okay, these things. I'm not sure if I want to take on d6. Like, I mean, he will have an active bishop. I guess it's playing this way is like more unpleasant for him at the very least. It's still kind of solid for black. After knight 8d7. I guess knight a4, or maybe queen b3 first, and then knight a4. Okay, I said G4, H4. It's not force, but okay, I don't think G3 is I don't think G3 is that great. I mean, after F3, maybe he wants some knight d4 stuff, or because he can't really take on G3. There is bishop takes F7, followed by bishop H6. Okay, so knight d4, but I can still play knight, so bishop H6. And this, after which he has to play rook H7. Also, F6 looks very natural. Open the F5. Yeah, but it's still not so easy. Okay, let me play this fancy move G4. This has to capture with the pawn. Yeah, let's play H5, H6. And pretend that the pawn H6 is an asset. Even if I did lose at the time. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't follow this mistake move. Yeah, it's not going my way. I don't know what to do. Okay, let's play knight c3. Okay, basically you can just take on c5, like, and I don't know why knight c3 is any better than a4, but at the very least, I mean, making could be maybe a bit safer. Okay, now I thought I can just take on g7. And actually that might have been very bad move by him. Still, I mean, rook at1, rook looks great. After queen g6, bishop d3 looks like game over. After bishop d3, there might be bishop g5. Like, it's never easy, I mean, to win the one game. Yeah, and now I wish my pawn was back on h2 or somewhere. Because bishop g5 is okay. G3 also makes sense, but I can take with the knight and kill the pawn g3 whenever I want. Also knight d6 or knight f6 is correct. So I'm sure I win it right now. Yeah, no, but it was quite well played by my opponent. I think I was worse even with white in some moments subjectively. 3.0. Let's play for Italian. Okay, knight g5 is very tempting, of course, as always, but let's stick to the more solid and more classical options. This is a bit weird setup for white, but I analyzed it I mean, ages ago, like 2015 or something. And the idea was to play, I mean, in some moments to play like knight g5 and h4. Now I guess I don't want to part with my bishop. Okay, he wants to play f5. Okay, but I can just play h3 maybe to stop this. Alrighty. Okay, now I will just copy paste my opponent's plan and go for red for myself. It looks very nice for white, but I guess it's perfectly okay for black after if you played h6 and after knight d3 bishop e6 or knight e5, so it's unfair. I don't know, bishop 3 or a2, maybe a2. Now it's like entering King's Gambit for me, of course. Like the file is open, free, and I like it. And I'm rather material. Didn't have to sacrifice anything. I guess I will just play d4, queen d3, maybe. After bishop e6, yeah, it's still kind of solid ball for black. Yeah, let me play king h1. It's prophylactic move. Okay, take. Maybe with the knight. I mean, both pieces are kind of bad on a2, but it doesn't make any difference because it might be that I will play knight c3 or will get one back no matter what. Okay, but now it's also I mean, it's also the reason why I played king h1 at first is that I want this knight bishop knight f5 maneuver, and there is no d5 e5 bishop c5 stuff. Okay, with the knight on 5, this must be George's for me, and that is also tactics. Even if there wasn't, like it's knight takes e4 doesn't work, unfortunately for him. Yeah, so that was. Oh, it's very interesting that I got to play like all of this stuff like at 4, 94, 95, and still it was like. I mean, after okay, with the 915 it was bad for him, but like it wasn't that, which is kind of maybe even surprising to me. Yeah, a lot of monkeys. I mean, playing and chatting, so I guess the Sicilian should be fine choice. Let's play the knight of g3. G3 on knight d2. Also knight d3 is the move. I think a4 and knight d5 is like the only idea he has. I mean, I'm not really concerned with this formal. It's to me it looks like I mean more of a weakening than anything else. Okay, king h1. It's nice if I'm just winning a pawn right now. Let's play it. I mean, it looks crazy, but knight on e2 is so bad at the moment that I mean, knight takes e4. I mean, c takes e4. Knight takes f6. Bishop takes f6. Yeah, let's do it. I mean, we don't see reputation, so. And if I don't, why not to take? Bishop takes e6 and e5. Yeah, that was the idea, but yeah, it just I mean, it depends if he has like anything concrete, if he can like develop with tempi, then he's fine. If not, I mean, in the long term, of course, better because it's good one structure. Yeah, this shot takes e6 and d5 was the idea, of course. Good fight. Just take. Okay, b takes. Okay, now I can do like basically anything. And it's also tricky at times when you can do like everything because yeah, because you're like hesitant, and you know, I was scared for a second that bishop takes f7 the checkmate. Of course, it's a really bigger move. I mean, rook takes f7 shouldn't work like for a lot of reasons. I guess rook d8 or long castle even should do. I mean, his king is looks weaker than mine. Maybe rook d8 so that there is no queen g4 check. And also like rook on e7 is sort of hanging. Okay, rook takes d5. I mean, bishop takes d5 wins straight away, but now rook takes d1 is actually checkmate. Double checkmate almost. Okay, now he is not getting checkmated, but of course I can winning everything right now. Yeah, so that was a good choice of me. I'm playing the Sicilian. Sometimes, I mean, it happens this way that if you like play good opening in a good moment, then you sometimes like win very one can see straight away. It's like straightforward game, and it's very difficult to explain why, but sometimes such things happens. Such things happen. So, remove e6 this time. Pretty safe pre-move. This is much safer than e6. I'm not sure he's there. We'll wait some more seconds and to abort. Okay, let me play some really strong guy right now. That is like okay. All right, so there isn't any 3000, unfortunately. Skitty, I think I was ahead of some time once, you can see, like ages ago, but it happened. So my eternal shame. and then there are some opening. You can basically queen g4, but actually c takes, it takes d4. I'm not so sure it's very great for me, to be honest. Because if he had started with p4, then I would have played d5. But now, before d5, I don't think it works. E takes a3, d takes c6, queen e7 check is an issue. And after king d2, there is even queen, I mean, later on, queen g5 check, winning the bishop on g2. So, and if I like allow him to play d5, then I mean, it's like, I mean, maybe it's doable, but looks. I mean, I don't like the look of it. Okay, d tanks. Now at least I develop the tempo. Casting shooting. Okay, and now bishop e7, I guess. Yeah, but his core is quite loose. Like, but on the other hand, I don't know actually how to get to this pawn. Is bishop take h2 some threat right now? Maybe it's an internal question. Yeah, actually, it might be like okay, he played rook e1. So I mean, after rook e1, there is no way it works, but after knight c3, I was really not sure about bishop take h2. But now, even if he can castle and like sacrifice the pawn on e4, at least he gets some tempi. I mean, bishop. What's this? Okay, now it can be good with knight on e4. Like I can do whatever. King g1, king g3. I think king g3 was also like winning most probably. I remember I was playing Magnus once. It was actually in the tournament when we played tiebreak for the first place. You know, the tournament of the Melbourne Championship Tour. And I mean, I lost the first game. In the second one, I had to win in the man in Blitz. And of course, I'm not going to take here on the fight. And yeah, I remember I also was very tempted by bishop take h7 and spent like ages calculating it. It was, I mean, it was very, very wishful thinking. You know, the world champion was ever blunder bishop take h7. So yeah, you have to, you know, it's like always double-edged sword. Well, it will be something, you know, like winning against world champion with bishop take h7 sacrifice. Okay, now I'm piece up, and I think I'm actually two pieces up because knight takes e5, rook takes e5, and f4 is the idea. Okay, he has queen h4, so maybe not two pieces up, but and after queen b6 there is bishop d4, of course. Okay, but one piece is good enough. I want threatening the 5 even. Okay. Yeah, so the opening was a big lose, and I don't think I'm going to repeat it anytime soon. Thanks. Let me primo e6. I didn't manage to do it, but we'll play e6 anyway. Okay, let me play the Orthodox. Recently got good memories with this, so I mean it's actually kind of interesting opening because it's I think very underestimated. Of course, if White is playing like okay, not even good okay, he can really lose, but the positions are typical, at least. In H5 it's difficult, but I don't think in this particular moment. Although knight takes e6 and bishop g6 and queen e2, yeah, I kind of miss the queen e2 from afar, and it's very. I mean, it's scary because it's like not really threatening to queen because queen takes e6, there is bishop d5, and there is no checkmate on f7. Okay, rook takes e6. I mean, I'm not afraid of this move at all. He still has, I mean, he has 2 pawns for the piece, and I definitely struggle with like coordination of my pieces. So definitely he has like he could have even played queen e2, by the way. So he definitely has compensation, but I don't think it's compensation for an advantage. Like equality is, I would assume the most he can have here. Okay, bishop f7. Bishop f7 looks. But the bishop f7 knight h4 is annoying. So we played king g8 with the idea of knight f8. Not really the move you want to make, but no. F8. Yeah. Yeah, but now I mean, he played bishop f5, and like I struggle with seeing the follow up. Like, what do you already know? Let me play c6. It's like half move actually. Not really doing much, but we play b5, trying to not allow him c4. But it's also kind of creating a target, so not really sure. Bishop a5 is fancy, but I mean, I don't think it's to his benefit to play pieces here. And now bishop takes the freeze, almost winning, but the bishop takes e8, unfortunately. Uh, yeah, it's never easy when you play queen d8. Yeah, so actually, I seriously underestimated this knight g5 sacrifice. It appears. The 7 is but I still can't quite get out. maybe knight 7. Yeah, but knight f3. I mean, it's yeah, I don't like this position. Okay, now I king. I mean, I hope I can play king f7. And after knight d3, rook e8, and king g8. And pretends, that he hasn't accomplished much. And me, on the other hand, the h4 is definitely too slow. But it's 3+0, right? So I have to it's actually very tricky to win this, in such a long time. Trying this. That's queen e3. Yeah. Okay, I have to simplify my task. That's why I mean, it's also like the way to combat the material advantage, but let's time that when I do so. All right, but it was very, very tense game, nerve-wracking, what I to say. Mm. Mm, 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 mm. I already struggle to remember against whom. Right? Wait. Okay. Okay, now it's time for d4. I wanted to play the trump, but of course, play d5. I will play g5 anyway. Now I think f6 is good, but okay, this is interesting, but not very correct. This one. The c3. Now it's more of London. We just can d3. Now it's important. I mean, also in the London, that bishop f5 doesn't work. This c8 is checkmate. Yeah, so yeah, this bishop f5. I mean, if it works, it's great for black, of course, but you have to check it. Like, I mean, not strictly for queen c8, but also there is like this variation of queen takes d5. Like, I mean, it's a bit different position with knight f3, I think, and knight c6 like included, but there's also like queen d5 stuff, and so on. And it's I think it's losing for black. So yeah, so you either have to know your stuff or do a good calculator. Go for it. Okay. Go to a board. Boards. I guess we should always be, other guys, because like it's really random, like from my side, and you know. I mean, even if you were like challenged me an hour ago, still, uh, I mean, equally high chance that I will accept. Okay, needless to say, this bishop e3 move is kind of weird. You play fancy knight f6. You can trade, but it must be good for me. Two bishops and in the loose e5 pawn. Now, like bishop f4 is, I mean, very, very much wrong move. It must be the best. Okay, bishop d2. Bishop d7. Okay, let me play h5. Just to explain why casting here is no great for white. But I mean, it's so obvious, right? That I mean, if I play h5, that g5 is potentially an option. Maybe e6. It's not that I'm afraid of knight b5, but just making, you know, like a semi move, let's say, and also b5, bishop b7 is the idea. I wonder if he castles or not. Okay, here we go, g5. g5, g4. Actually, g4 looks like a move here, but let's wait for a second. Yes, he probably should have played knight c6 first, but then I wouldn't have allowed this bishop f5 move. I think I would have played knight d2. Okay, knight d4 is like nothing move because this c5 pawn is not my need. Yeah, so now again it's very nice choice. Maybe it's play d4 with the threat of d5, of course. Now b3 or b4 are I mean, okay, also bishop f3 is the move here. I mean, everything that stops b5 or makes the room for the knight. Oh, 4 is I don't think I will even play this b5. g8. It's a bit pity that I have the bishop on e7. I wish I could play now, finish 4 in various positions. Well, of course, I'm winning. All right. Let me play classical fashion. Oh, knight c3. Let's see if he plays d4. That's a smart choice. I mean, it's very, very solid for white. I will try to play bishop d4 and make him wonder what to do. I mean, I guess if white doesn't know the variation, then d5 is like the most maybe obvious move. I mean, like the safest, and it looks kind of okay. But knight c5 is definitely the best move. And now I think queen d3 guarantees an edge for white. Because after queen d3, oh, he either knows or listens to me. Now, I mean, the idea is just to play bishop d2 and yeah, and castle along for him. Yeah, let me be fancy a bit and play knight d4. which probably doesn't really change a thing, but looks fancy nevertheless. C5 or bishop C5. I mean, C5 looks very ugly, but sometimes it might come in handy. It's really not great for me. Yeah, I wish D5 was working, but then ED, queen takes C3, FE, and it's like, yeah, maybe you'll play it anyway. But, so D5, bishop B5 check. Forgot. Okay, I play D5 anyway. Oh, my basic idea for this game is, that I don't really know what I'm doing, and I'm hoping my opponent will also I mean, we also don't know what I'm doing, so because I don't know what I'm doing. So basically, the idea is kind of. But I mean, bishop takes e3, knight takes d5. No, I don't think it's the best for him. He still can even play bishop takes c5, and bishop takes c5 is actually bad. But after bishop takes, knight takes c5 castles, I have compensation. Okay, and now I will take because I'm not sure it's the best, but it unbalances the position. And this is we'll have to play double pawns. Anyway, I managed to establish control over the c4 square, like b6, and followed by bishop c4 or knight c4. Then it's I think even better for me already. Okay, bishop b5, but I'm not really thrilled playing with the king on e7 in the center because it is very rich material. Now knight c7 is a threat, I think. No. Bishop d3 c4 is the idea. Okay, bishop d4 just blunders the bishop. Yeah, so that being said, about choosing good variation in a good moment. I mean, my opponent, has played a little bit. I mean, some more better moves than I think it would be very very difficult for me to to win. I mean, of course, I mean, I would be a favorite still, but like, yeah, very difficult. It's 4 knights. I didn't see him moved. Okay, so now it's time for the open decision. Okay, now I have 17 decent options. Let me play bishop e3. The so-called English attack. Well, of course, if the most like critical attempts against an idol. It's a bit mysterious to me why he started with Queen C7 rather than Knight D7. But it's I mean it's of course normal move, but more like okay. This is a very typical structure for I mean for this variation. This pawn on h5 looks a bit loose, but after g4, of course, we'll play h4, blocking, shutting everything down. That's why I'm starting with h4, not allowing him this option. The biggest concern in my position right now is knight on b3. I really dislike this piece. I think I have to play this g4 sooner or later. No, he has a choice. But with knight on d7 instead, I think it would have been like it would be much better version for him. Probably this g4 wouldn't be correct for me in that case. With an knight on d8 and like you know more likely to play like this. Okay, bishop f2, I guess. As long as I can keep control over the e4 square and have queens on the board, I think I'm like in very comfortable situation. In g5 and 12, like in knight f6, knight h5, blocking. Just tank and play like rook h3, for example. To allow queen e3, of course, this is the idea. I'm not fully in control yet, but yeah, but if I got to play knight e4 like for free without trading queens, then I think I would have been basically winning strategically. But now his pawn structure is compromised a lot, so I'm basically I think I'm winning the pawn, so um, yeah, it doesn't seem that great for him. Okay, bishop d8 is of course very good attempt to activate the bishop. Actually, it's yeah, maybe I should play like now bishop e3, and it's like not idea for me. I mean, still I can play like slow move, like e3 first, and then aim to play rook d1. Maybe not straight away. Let's play this because I struggle to find a plan. Okay, now it will be so nice. I really want to make rook takes e3 work, but I think it's only a draw opportunity because you can like promote the pawn and There is nothing better. I mean, nothing better than draw from repetition. But now, of course, I can have a winning tournament game on the up and better in general. Let's play before. The best, but good enough, I assume. Yeah, so that would have been interesting here. Let me analyze it for a moment. Make moves or not really. I can't, but maybe analyze this. Okay, maybe it's too sophisticated, but it's too sophisticated for me. But rook takes f3 here, f takes e3, rook takes f5, e2. And then I calculated rook f8 check, king h7, h5. And the idea is, to play g6 and rook h8, checkmate. So e1 queen, check, king a2. And now I think that also there is rook g4 move, I think. Rook g4 is probably the strongest. Maybe winning because after g6 there is just rook takes g6. I mean, maybe not winning, but white is fighting for a draw there. Yeah, they fought g6. I created only g6 there, but and couldn't quite see anything better than just playing rook a7, rook a8. Perpetual. Of course, I mean it was so beautiful that I had to like make sure that it really doesn't work because because it was very like my way of, let's say, doing things. Okay, so I think it's going to be last game. We play the Caro-Kann. Yeah, five, of course. The moves before 5 plus 5, but okay, h4. I mean, of course, everything is pure these days. h5, queen d6. Just play d6. Position, I mean, position of this sort are very interesting strategically. And this pawn e5 is, in general, an asset for white here. I mean, he is going his space, but also potential attack on the king side. But on the other hand, if black get to play c5 in a good moment, then I mean, before is very loose, of course, and it's easy, like to imagine black may take over eventually. So yeah, it's pretty interesting, and I think that playing queens here is very good for me because I can't really attack. Only my opponent can do it, and c4 is the only move not to allow in trade. But now at least I get in the defense 12. Okay, 86 and 94, 95. And it looks very nice for me. This nice. Okay, I mean, still, of course, the game like well, it's okay, but I mean, I like this position. Okay, now so now he allows queen trade. Okay, I think I'll trade for sure, and now it's like it's not so obvious which trade is the best for me. Maybe I will So when bishop is 7, then I don't know, I need to d5. Very interesting. Okay, let's play like this. I'm not sure about it, but looks decent enough. Now e4 is tempting, but then fg, ed, and g4, and yeah, 95 might be strong actually for him, and after ed rook e1. No, but knight, I mean, knight g5 also is like maybe rook e3 was very strong actually now, and after king is rook f1, because now he doesn't have rook f3 move. Yeah, this is rook e3, rook f1. I mean, still it was rook e8 for me, so it's not clear, but okay, now I think I'm in control. Like his activity is tempered, and I'm pawn up, safe pawn up. Okay, every trade is good for me, as we know. You can really take on c5. Don't know why I did this primitive, but e6, whatever. Just that's winning for me. Yeah, but after rook e3, it's more complicated than it should have been. I think b5 and a5 and b4, you know. Like, I wish my rook was a bit more active, and also, okay, now I can bring the rook. Let me play rook f3. Starting winning. I mean, the pawn is starting one. Starting winning. Yeah. All right, so that was the final game of today. Thank you guys for your time, for watching this video, and see you soon.
Welcome to the new Chess24 playing experience. Play in light mode or dark mode. Choose from a range of time controls or create a custom game, and get paired with players from around the world fast. Enjoy a polished playing experience while making moves on a fresh, responsive board to claim your victories. Train and improve with over 80,000 puzzles. And that's not all. Download now and discover what more you can enjoy in our brand new app.
Chessable, the definitive solution for studying chess. Choose from one of the largest online chess libraries in the world, with hundreds of titles ranging from classic books through to our exclusive Chessable courses.
Okay, so let's send a challenge.
Here is challenging me. Nice graphics, easy to see. Oh, what are you thinking about? You're looking how it can be the most painful?
Exactly. Okay, fine.
that I give him up a phone. He wants to be even rude.